Continue our series on fake news because its publication is becoming more complex across the globe, particularly through technology, one being the use of deep fakes. But what are they and how can you spot them? In this edition, Judith Awotwe-Tando explores the dangers of deep fakes and its effect on the spread of fake news.
False news is gradually becoming relatively easier to disseminate, especially in these modern times where technology is easy to access. Have you heard of the term deepfake? Apparently, they are videos edited using algorithms to replace the persons in the original video with someone else that makes the video look authentic. Well, in simple terms, you can call it a face swap, although it's a bit more technical. In most developed countries, deepfakes are becoming quite a scare. Why? Because technology has made it even harder to detect deepfakes from original people. But let's bring it down to Ghana. Has this technology seeped into our information system yet? And more so, how does it affect efforts to reduce the spread of fake news?
Deepfakes would take away from the credibility of news, would take away from the credibility of journalism, and already there are lots of research papers that have been produced that talks about how people trust in news is waning. So if deepfakes comes after it, then it's a real problem. With the now easy access we have to social media, a number of the social media companies have introduced very basic shallow fakes products on their platforms, and people are using them. So it is important people realize that whilst you can use these tools for fun, it can also be used for very nefarious activities.
Many might think deepfakes are more of a Western issue, but might be wrong. In 2019, there was an attempted coup in Gabon where citizens mistook a video of their president Ali Bongo to be a deepfake. In the video, his features looked quite different from the original. It was later said that the president had suffered a stroke. Although the coup failed, the suspicion of a deepfake had the potential to cause chaos in the country.
People died, even though it was unsuccessful. That is a clear example of how these synthetic content can actually be weaponized to destabilize countries. We've seen it with fake news. We are late to the party, but we are actually doing something now because there are less than 10 IFC and verified fact-checking organizations on the continent trying to tackle fake news, trying to deal with issues of deepfakes. But we are realizing it, and with what traditional media platforms like TV3 is doing, trying to whip up public knowledge around these subjects, I'm sure we would get somewhere in the not too distant future.
Now, with the country already struggling to decrease fake news, the addition of deepfakes might be quite a load to carry. So maybe next time you see something on social media that looks too good to be true, why don't you take a second look? It could be a deepfake. Judith Awotwe-Tando, TV3 News, Accra.